All right.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to fix that.
Fix it.
Or actually, what does it look like if it does that? You know what? Let's keep it.
Will it drain the battery?
It'll be fine. There's plenty of battery.
Oh, wait. We don't want that on. Hold on. This episode's taking a while.
No, we're good. Dude,
How
many episodes did it take us to get a formula down?
Like 4 or 5 before we
man.
actually used one.
It's like episode 24 before we realized, oh, we can have a third light
Right?
coming from right here.
Welcome.
We gotta do the clap.
Oh, okay. Let's clap again. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Midtown Malfunction, everybody. I'm Carson Taylor.
I'm Ryan D. Adams.
We're here on the podcast.
This is my Halloween outfit preview.
Okay. Is this the D?
No, this is Clinton Grimes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's
okay.
I have the shirt isn't accurate.
Hell
It's
yeah.
not quite right, but no, I'm lying. Actually, I have an apology to make up top.
Yep.
These stop. These are the shades that I wrongfully accused Christian Williams of stealing. We found them, like, where were they? On the bookshelf or
Yep.
something?
They were staring at us the whole time we were accusing. Well, you were accusing Christian. Well,
like,
I kind of was.
I'm
Christian Williams, you took the shades.
I'm saying to the camera that I believe he has my shades or whatever, and all I could have done was this and saw them. Like, they were right there. So I'm sorry. I never actually accused him. Like, Christian, if you're watching, you fucking took those are my shades, maliciously or anything. I just thought, I mean, my shit didn't just grow legs and walk out of here, man. Like, I'm one of those people. Like, if someone's like,
he was wearing them.
Huh?
He was wearing them.
He was, but he did not leave with them. Because if he did, I would have told him, you can have them, because where is he?
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Yeah, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are nice shades though. They were like $10, whatever.
Yeah, but if you are going to be Clinton Grimes for Halloween, then you have to, do something. You have to learn how to play a solo on the napkin, something crazy.
I feel like if I actually chose to take it seriously to be Clinton Grimes for Halloween, I would. That first and foremost, but it would be a lot more complicated of a costume than just some shades and a t-shirt. Like, it would be shades and a t-shirt, of course, but then I would bring a duct tape Darth Vader mask with PVC pipes attached to it. Something crazy, something that he would bring to an open mic just unexpectedly. So yeah, it would need more thought.
Yeah,
than just that.
Clinton Grimes to me is the most easygoing, complicated man. And I don't mean complicated because he's complicated. He makes my life complicated trying to figure him out.
Yeah.
Because I've never met anyone like him. And then I realized, the more I look into him, I was like, oh, this dude seriously has the mind of an artist.
Mm-hmm.
And he just lives his life and the wind blows and he goes where it blows, and that's Clinton Grimes. But
he's what you wish you were.
Yeah.
He's what your faves are trying to achieve. Once they get all the money and the fame and they're like, so this is what it was all for? But Clinton, he knows what it's all like. He's getting it now.
Yeah.
He's like, it's for me.
He seems like all of his money's in an underground safe that can only be opened up if he plays the kazoo or something.
Like he's secretly a very comfortable man financially.
Yeah, exactly.
No one knows this.
That's how I feel about Clinton.
Dude, did you hear about the heist?
Yes, the
Dude.
little French, wherever it was. Was it France?
The Louvre. So
Okay.
yeah, I would say France. That goes to show how much I know about museums. I'm not sure exactly where the Louvre is, like the most
Yeah.
recognizable.
I could name the Smithsonian, and I think I'm out of museums. That's my knowledge.
I know the MoMA because I love that name.
Oh.
The Mobile Museum of Modern Art.
You know, Swing the Fish has a song called "The MoMA Dance," and now I'll never
nice.
forget that.
Okay,
It'll
cool.
stay stuck in my head forever.
So
The
now you
MoMA.
got two.
I know
Hell
two.
yeah.
The MoMA and the Smithsonian, and now the Louvre.
Yeah, dude. It's a crime, of course. You don't want to see crime happening, but I feel like it's a sign of brighter days ahead because jewel theft is back. Like real deal, feet on the ground, hands on the goods, thievery.
Ocean's 11 type shit.
Yeah, man. Like it's not cyber crime. Like it's not like I don't know, hacking or like some kind of like whatever, like an influence. Like no, this is like I come in your place and take your shit with my like, dude. They dressed up like construction workers. They straight up pulled the intro to The Dark Knight in real life. Like, dude, I loved hearing about this. Shouts out to those people. I'm glad nobody ever got hurt. See, that's the good thing
Did
about
they get caught?
No.
They're still out?
I think I
Nice.
would have heard about it if they got
But see, it's
caught.
also one of those things where, like, I feel like if you take a chance on stealing something like that, also because people are like, oh, well, obviously they'll get caught. Like, where they're gonna? You already have a buyer in place.
Yeah.
You've already made an agreement with someone who's like, if you can get your hands on that, I will definitely pay this much for it. So there's already some black market deal that was set up before this heist even happened.
Look at the detail in the heist itself. Like, you don't think they had the selling off of the jewels as well as their getaway and like disappearance into society or whatever, like planned already? You're right. Like you don't take a risk like that unless like you've got all of your T's and I's crossed and dotted and shit. I wouldn't, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't live that kind of life, but there's a reason why.
Yeah, no. That shit's crazy. Like the fact that they, with that scaffolding thing or whatever, just broke into the little cherry picker or whatever it was, broke into the side of the building.
Easy peasy.
Man. I watched this video of a man cutting glass, and it was right after the heist thing happened, and it just made me think that's how they did it. This dude had like this machine like to where he makes like circled mirrors, and so he had like a square thing of glass, and he like puts it on it, and he like puts this like solution, and then he like turns it and just makes this and then he just like cut it, and the glass like broke off, and it was just a perfect circle. And he just picked it up and said, "I was like, dude, it was probably some smooth, like quick,
Dude,
like
the shot has to be of like you see the inside of the office that they're breaking into, and you just see the glass ring fall and do that. Woo, woo, woo,
Yeah,
woo,
dude.
and he just like steps in.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Or it's like one of those. They were like they cut the glass that the thing's in, and they use like a little suction cup thing that just perfectly picks it up. It like sets it to the side.
Sets it in a case that's perfectly circular for it that they planned. Like we have to quietly put it in this case and then hand it off to like a team member whose only job is to take that pane of glass and run off.
Yep.
Never to be seen again.
Right. Or
That's
it's
what
like,
I believe.
in the movie though, that piece of glass would be thrown at a security guard, like in
Oh,
the action
yeah.
pack, like boom, and like hit someone in
Slow
the
motion.
throat. Yeah.
Ugh.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, I'm glad that good old fashioned heists are back. The
Yeah,
only
dude.
thing we're missing is like the fucking bank robberies with the Tommy guns.
Yeah.
You'll
Right.
never catch me, coppers. Like we need that.
We need more detectives that look like the Pink Panther.
We need more police sirens that are like.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
We need the paddy wagon, dude.
I said freeze. And that was the day they got Johnny Walker.
And the paper it spins into
This just in, the Louvre.
Yeah, we need that era without all the racism.
Yeah,
that would be fucking great.
Bring back the voices, keep out the words.
Yeah.
It's about, nah. Nah.
Because pronouns were they, them.
Yeah.
That's the world we could have had. That's like the Fallout version of civil rights.
Dude, that's so funny, dude. The detective back then was just like, I don't see color, Jim.
It's intersectional.
We're looking for a 33-year-old male, all right?
Now, why would you assume the gender? Gender's a construct. Oh, man, I watched that.
That would be good. Progressive Detective. Oh, dude, Progressive Detective. Holy shit. That's the title of it.
Dude, because I was talking about, like, it would be cool to do, like, a YouTube short or, like, TikTok series where Carson is, like, a detective from the 40s or whatever. But, like, I wanted to, like, pull in all of, like, mobile comedy, like, all the, like, open micers and all that, and have them play, like, characters in the story. Make it, like, Clue. Like, make it ridiculous and funny.
But, like, a joke was stolen?
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for?
Yes. And it would be dope if, like, that was your shtick. Like, you're the progressive detective. Bruh, it's coming together.
That's pretty good.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta stop being so I'm like I'm one of those people where it's like if I don't know that it's going to be good immediately, it like paralyzes me from doing anything at all. And I don't know, this is one of those things. I've had this idea for a minute. I'm like, you should have done something by now. I'm like, no, but like,
this is it, dude.
I don't have the equipment. I don't have this. Like, dude,
this is it.
You have that. Like, you have a thrift store.
All you need is one of these lights shine in someone's face and me smoking a cigarette at the other end.
Like, you don't need much of a set. Like, a lot of it's going to be, like, blacked out. Like you were saying, just need, like, usually enough for, like, an interview room, which I'm sure I could make. Like, take a corner of a room. Whatever. I'll work it out and all that. But, like, it's very doable.
I like that.
I think it'd be funny, too.
I like that a lot. I'm sitting here trying to think of more jokes I can't come up with there, but there's a lot you can do with that. The progressive detective.
You're trying to be progressive, but like you're offending the shit out of somebody. Is like there's a woman sitting there, like she's like dolled up, like legs crossed, all that shit, and you're like, so do you identify as a woman? And she's like, yes. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do I not look like a woman? It's like I just don't want to assume. Like, I just don't want to assume anything. So you look very nice. No, it's just, I just, yeah. We could go places with this.
I've met a lot of people working this job, man.
You'll never believe it.
Yeah, there's something you can do with that.
Like, you work the case from Sleepaway Camp. Have you ever seen that movie?
Uh-uh.
It's a horror movie from like the 80s.
Yeah, Deacle said he just watched it for the first time.
Okay, I won't spoil it then.
Yeah.
Because he will definitely want to show it to you.
Yeah.
Told
me about it.
Yeah.
He said the endings.
Yes.
Like just crazy.
That is the biggest thing about the movie. There's almost nothing like off about like it's a run of the mill 80s horror movie.
Yeah.
And then that fucking ending happens and you're like, what year did this come out? Like, wait, hold on. Like, yeah, it's one of those endings.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy. Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp.
And yeah, you can reference working that case. Like, I worked the case from Sleepaway Camp.
All right.
You'll get it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. Well, shit. Yeah, this is the day before I go to Kansas City.
You're about to get on a plane.
I am about to get on a plane.
A jet plane, dude. You scared?
A little bit. But I'm also kind of like, well, I mean, I can't, once I sit down, I'm just on the plane. You know what I mean? So it's like, whatever.
It's funny to me that you're about to go to a comedy festival, which you've done before, to be fair.
Yes.
But most people would be nervous about the show. But you have, like every time you bring this up, it is nothing but that fucking plane ride.
Oh, I'm not
that
worried
you
about
are
this.
scared- That's all you're worried about.
I have done comedy enough, and I've gone to enough places now because I went and did comedy in Philadelphia and Austin, and I've been all fucking around the top part of Florida and like all over the South. And it's like one thing that I have learned in 11 years is it is like people laugh at different shit, or like the local references are different, or this is different, this is a little more red, this is a little more blue, but comedy works the same. I get lit the same, my jokes are the same, the audience is still there, so I freak out less and less about the show until it's actually showtime.
Oh yeah.
And now it's like the new means of travel. Like if I had to go on boat or something, I'd be like, oh fuck.
Okay,
like,
see, now I'm there.
you know what I mean?
Now
like,
I get it. I'm not that afraid to fly. Like that doesn't freak me out so much. Going anywhere by boat, I would be on 10 like anxiety the entire time.
dude, like boats.
Hell nah.
I don't get afraid about being on a boat whenever it's like, okay, I'm just taking a ferry. Like you see the land the whole time. When I imagine like being on a cruise in literally the middle of nowhere water, I'm like, if one thing goes wrong,
We're fucked.
I mean, you are literally less than an ant on a map, dude.
We're
like,
so fucked.
people think
Dude,
like
we're
people,
basically lost in space.
people
Like,
think with
dude,
our modern technology that it's like, no, there was, you know, it's like, no, dude.
What? No, what?
No,
what were you gonna
bro.
when you after you get done stuttering? What were you gonna say?
Like,
What
yeah,
is?
you're
What are
fucked.
they gonna come pluck you from? No.
Yeah, like when
Like,
when one person gets lost in the ocean, like they fall off the side of a cruise or jump or something. I mean, it's like the chances are less than 1%
Dude,
that someone's gonna find you.
If someone
Like,
falls in the water in the Mobile River, you might not get found.
fucking my friend Frankenstein. You know Frankenstein lives
yeah,
right over there.
friend of the show, Frankenstein.
Frankenstein and his girlfriend at the time when we were in high school, they were the couple in 2011 that got lost out in the bay after the tropical storm. So the tropical storm was done. It was like gone, but the water was still crazy. They shouldn't have gone out there, but they went out there on canoes or kayaks or whatever,
Damn.
and they got flipped. And then when they got flipped, they were out there for like 7 or 8 hours. They said the entire time they were holding on, and waters are like choppy and crazy. And they're looking up, and they could see the helicopters with lights flying, trying to find, and couldn't find them. And they were just between the bridge and the land in that body of water, and it took them 8 hours to find them.
Oh my God! Imagine now you're out in the middle of the fucking Atlantic, the middle of it. Do cruises go out there?
I think so.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I
don't even
it's-
know what the route.
I don't
is.
know what cruises are like in the Northeast because, like down south, you know, it's like basically you're going to Mexico. You're going to the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, the Mobile Bay.
Yeah,
8
right.
hours.
How big is
They
that
almost
on the map?
died. Like he had hypothermia, and apparently, like jellyfish were like fucking him up,
Damn.
and like he was going in and out of sleep. Like, yeah, dude. Like they almost died.
See, now I'm less likely to go on a boat having that story in my mind. Because it's like, what if... Because, of course, I'm going to be the most... You know, I'm in the middle of the fucking boat. I'm not hanging out by the edge, none of that. And I just know still through some freak accident, through some Rube Goldberg style fucking thing, I'm going to end up going over. Like, that's what's going on in my head. So it's like, I just don't need to be in the water.
Hey, but don't forget, when you do get over there, you got a show.
What?
Well, I'm just saying, traveling by boat, the whole point was you got to travel to a show.
That's
so, like,
true.
You're free. This is
Wow,
how my
yeah.
brain is working with the airplane thing. Everything that you just went through, when you're done with that, you have a show.
I'm not thinking about that fucking show,
Exactly.
dude. No.
Exactly.
I'm not going to remember that show.
Exactly.
Especially if I got to come back on the boat. Like, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell no.
I
You're like,
know-
how was the show? Huh? What show? Oh, yeah.
And it's only like a 2-hour flight, dude. If you go on boat across seas, I mean, that's like a fucking 4-day trip or whatever. Something
A
crazy.
voyage, they call it.
Good God. Imagine, like, dude, when you think about, like, I'm like watching Pirates of the Caribbean,
Oh, dude.
and you think about pirates.
They live on them shit.
Specifically. It's like, dude, that is what being a comic was back then, I think. Being a pirate is being a stand-up comedian.
Oh,
You're out trying to get
always-
laid. You're trying to get enough money to get by, and you're just on the sea, dude.
Screwing people over and stepping on your friends on the way to the top.
Hanging out with a bunch of fucking weird fucks all day. Like,
damn.
yeah, dude. Like, that's crazy to me with, like, no modern medicine. You're, like, eating an orange to maybe prevent scurvy or whatever.
Dude.
Like,
yeah.
There's rats that are, like, the rats are starting to win, you know? It's like
say,
a war.
I thought you were going to say there are rats that are, like, your friends. there's one, like, there's one I swear to God I'll die over. Dude, there's one rat.
It's like
this.
It's like the Green Mile.
Yes, dude.
He knows all your secrets.
Mm-hmm.
You feed him little crackers.
It's like if you hold him up and like look into his eye, you can see the treasure map in there. Like that's why they fuck with that rat.
Oh, and that's the scene when like the crew's starting to turn on the captain, and then the captain like sees the rat, and he with his peg leg just steps on it and crushes it, and it's like that's what makes all hell break loose.
Yeah. Now somebody's got to walk the plank.
Oh, dude.
This is why I don't want to get on a boat. Because, like, what if we get, like, stuck in the middle of the Atlantic and it turns into, like, Animal Farm ass, like, fucking everything.
Chaos. Like, people lose
we're
their
like
mind.
The mist in the Atlantic.
But no, seriously, think about, like, if you're on a
shit.
cruise, all the power goes out on the cruise, and you're in the hot-ass sun. It's, like, noon. And it's like, dude, eventually, you can't trust people to be normal in packs, dude. People are going to go crazy.
You know what? I'm saying all that, and I do actually know of a study that happened. I forget what year, but it's way back in the day. Like that, it's got to be, I don't know, early '80s, late that era where people were wearing like high ass shorts and shit.
Yeah.
So this dude basically did that. Like he got a boat and got a bunch of like random people together, like people that like answered his little survey or whatever. And got them together, and the point he said of the study was to watch how they like go insane and like form cliques and like basically trying to study the human condition from that perspective. But what ended up happening, they were out on the water for like weeks, I want to say, and what happened is they had a normal time. Like they formed bonds or whatever. That's what they talked about. They were like, oh man, we'll meet up together again sometime. Like they stayed friends, and they would talk about and the only weird part of the whole experience was this dude over here in the corner like trying to influence things and trying to turn people against. Like they would all talk about how weird he was, because he was always trying. And then I introduced this into the thing, and they're like, why are you doing that?
Yeah,
like,
right.
What are you doing? So yeah, maybe it wouldn't be that.
Yeah.
Maybe we wouldn't tear each other apart. We'd just be like sitting there on our phones, just waiting.
I always think of that scene in Men in Black whenever Will Smith's learning the truth or whatnot, and he asks Kay, he's like, why don't you just let everybody know? I mean, people are smart. Like, they'll figure it out. And he goes, a person is smart. You know as well as I do, people are dumb, panicky, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, it's very true.
Yep.
It's very true.
That is what I like. Yeah, we brought this up on the podcast before, but I think that's what happens in politics and certain levels of celebrity is they take you in the room and they let you know the shit.
Giver.
And they tell you this is the reason why everybody looks evil over here. This is the reason why everybody looks at us like you never keep your promises. Because you promise some shit and then we show you this shit. And it's like, oh, wow. Oh, wait, hold on. So we have to sacrifice every month? Wait, hold on.
It's like in Indiana Jones, the last one, Indiana Jones of the Last Crusade or whatever.
Oh,
when he
the
goes,
Crystal Skull don't exist?
No, not the last good one.
Yeah.
All right, the last 1989,
one,
starring River Phoenix as young Indiana Jones in the intro.
Okay,
but
okay, specifics. All right.
It's a good movie. Sean Connery is Indiana Jones' dad.
This is true.
But the scene at the end when remember that cool ass part where he's like in the rock wall place or whatever, and it looks like it's a huge distance to jump to get to the other side, and he wouldn't make. And then he he's studying the book, and he just starts walking, and it's an optical illusion. There's actually a bridge there, and then when he gets across, there's that knight, that like 800-year-old knight, and he's like sitting there old as fuck in the whole garb, and he's got and he's like, pick the right chalice
Yeah,
and have eternal life.
Gold and jewels and shit. And
Yeah.
it's that one, like, modest cup.
Here's what
like,
sucks, dude. Is like
one.
Indiana Jones is like based in the 30s, I think. I believe the
like
30s.
20s, something
Yeah, 30s, 20s, 30s, 40s, somewhere around there.
I'd say the between war times.
Yeah.
Like when they were getting ready.
Oh,
for
well, not
the
yeah.
next
So it's got to be
war.
the 30s. It's got to be
Yeah.
late 30s. But that night is living. He's alive forever.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
He left him in there.
Charlie Parker is playing in Harlem. The Bird, like you go live,
Yeah. Oh
go
my God, that's
fucking
true.
like.
The Renaissance is like happening.
You're missing
Like,
everything,
shit.
dude. There's cars. You've never seen a car. Go
Yeah.
see what all y'all.
Yeah,
You
he
know what I'm
left him
saying?
in there. He just.
Yeah.
just like leave.
Bye. And then
Wow.
also it's like oh
Chosen
man,
wisely.
when they drink from the wrong, that lady comes in, she's like, obviously it's this cup with all the jewels. Only the Son of God would drink from a cup so beautiful or whatever. Then she drinks it and just like turns
Message.
into, like,
Look at that message.
Yeah.
When did that movie come out?
1989.
Look at that.
Jesus would drink from the poorest cup.
Mm-hmm. Jesus will let you drink first.
Yeah.
Are you thirsty? My neighbor, who I love so much. I'm kidding. Never mind.
Also, that really, at the end of the day, that movie is bad for America's mind. Because it still, like, raises you with the children. Like, if I believe in God, I can drink from a chalice and live forever. And it's
Oh
like,
God. Yeah.
Lord, the religious, like,
The
Hollywood stuffing it in your brain on a mega Joe Olstein level is still there. You know what I mean?
But it's the people that do that with, what's the word I'm looking for? Fundamentalist or something like that, where they like their interpretation of the Bible is so literal that they turn into like these crazy people. Where it's
Yeah.
like, no, we literally have to be fucking with actual blood. No, because the Bible says blood. It's like, no, we got Welch's over here. Like, we don't
Well,
need
that's
blood.
true. That's true. But I feel like with that movie, you probably more likely have the people that is like, you see, that's Hollywood mocking God and
Oh.
mocking the word. And you're like, or that's like a great movie.
Yeah.
Kick ass.
And I don't know, there's a lot of situations where people will see certain imagery or see them tackling certain subjects or using certain words or whatever and think, oh, this is against God or like this is a mockery of God. And like if you watch the thing, the message is
That it's all real.
yeah, or that it's all. I swear to God, like we don't like think enough about the fact that like they're like in every single like iteration of Indiana Jones, there's confirmation that like all this shit is real.
Yeah.
Like aliens are real. God, the Ark of the Covenant is a real fucking thing. With real powers to kill, like
If you're brown and have a turban, apparently you can just take the heart out of a human
Yeah.
man. Like,
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. If you go back and watch the Temple of Doom, you're like,
dude, if you
there's
say
a lot of race stuff.
Kali
in there.
Ma
It's
slow
just-
and weird enough, you can do some crazy ass shit, dude. Yeah, that's what Indiana Jones taught me
Yeah, dude.
as a kid. No, I actually didn't. Did I tell the story about the first time I saw Indiana Jones?
Yes, the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, that's what I remember as a kid.
Which is funny that movie was just called Raiders of the Lost Ark.
It's like Star Wars.
But it's because of the popularity of the character Indiana Jones that now everybody like calls it Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
yeah,
It's
when
just Raiders of the Lost Ark also, that's a killer.
oh yeah,
Like, dude, if that was like a fucking Kanye album name, like that's a great album name. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I remember growing up, we used to watch Family Matters, that show, with the Steve Urkel in it, and as the years went by and that show became more and more like ubiquitous in like the cultural lexicon and shit, people stopped calling it Family Matters and would just be like, y'all about to watch Steve Urkel? Y'all watch, is Steve Urkel coming on
God,
tonight?
that's
And I'm like,
crazy.
it just was Steve Urkel. And what people don't realize is like Steve Urkel was not the main character of Family Matters.
Yeah.
Y'all made him the main. He became the main character of Family Matters.
Yeah.
He was just the most popular. The show was about the family. The family mattered.
Yeah.
And then Steve Urkel made a time machine and all kind of cool gadgets and shit. And it was like, y'all finna watch Steve Urkel? And that was it.
Well, same thing kind of happened with The Simpsons, where the first couple of seasons, like, critics and everything, like, Bart Simpson was the most popular character. And so there's a lot of Bart catchphrasey things and stuff in the show, especially in the first 3 seasons. And then somewhere the Homer voice just took over. And then you get a lot, after, like, from season 3 on, you get a lot more, like, Homer-centered episodes.
I watched a video by Super Eye Patch Wolf. If you've never watched any of his shit, you should. I love him. But he has a few videos about The Simpsons, like these hours-long deep dives about The Simpsons. And one of the things he talks about is the dumbification of Homer, where in the earlier seasons, Homer's always been like oafish and like dumb, like he's always been the comic relief or whatever. He had like heart, and like in the end there was like some message that usually Homer was teaching. Yeah, like in the end it was like, oh, Lisa, you're all smart and all that, but like deep down, like you, like as something like that would be happening. And then as the Simpsons became The Simpsons and this like pop culture like phenomenon or whatever, Homer became like boiled down to like this: he's dumb, he's fat, he's a husband, and that every interaction is something communicating that, and not him as a being like that is the father of this family that, like, I don't know. There's a great, he wasn't deep anymore.
There's a great episode where Lisa's like feels all the Homer Lisa episodes basically, when you boil it down, is that Lisa feels like Homer doesn't understand her, right? Yeah. And then so in this episode, that's what's going on. And then Lisa's like, why can't we, like, I want to do something that I want to do. Like, let's do something I want to do. Like, I want to do. And then by the end of it, she makes Homer do all these things with her, that she would go to the museum and go see this violinist and go here and all this stuff. And then at the end of it, she realizes, is like, wait, I've been selfish. All I've been worried about this whole time is what I want to do and making sure my dad does what I want to do. So he sees, and I was like, I've never once thought about. And then at the end of the episode, they're riding in the car or whatever, and he's like, we hanging out again next week? And she goes, yeah, Dad, but let's do something you want to do. And it's just like a beautiful little ending, you know what I mean? Where it's like balance. It teaches you balance, and like it's a give and take.
And what it shows you is what both of them ultimately are interested in is spending time with each other.
Yes.
So it really doesn't matter what we do. Stuff like that used to be the end of the Simpsons episodes.
I think it ends with it just shows them sitting in some stands, and it's like, and now welcome to the 1996 Springfield Monster Truck Rally, and then Homer's just like, woo! Dude, yeah, dude, that fucking the Gracie films or whatever. Man, that is such a part of. You almost made me tear up when you did that. That is so ingrained in my bones in my childhood. Late at night, watching The Simpsons, where the room's dark and the only thing is yellow flashing on your face, and then it does that do 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 do. Shh. Oh, dude! And then afterwards, it'd be like an episode of fucking Cheers
the
or
bumper
something. Like,
would come up.
You get X-Files or Cheers or something. Or
oh no, it would go from that straight to like the cold open of X-Files.
Yeah, yeah.
Where like someone's died, like someone's got like an alien tongue coming.
Fox, what are we gonna do?
Yep.
Fox Mulder.
The smoking man. Remember when, speaking of the way shows evolve, remember how the smoking man became like one of the main dudes? Like,
people loved him.
Yeah, look, but that's the thing, is I love the fact that like all he was ever doing was just in the shadows smoking a cigarette and somehow knowing more than you could ever know about. But like when it's focused on him and he's like the main dude or whatever, and we're watching him go through, it's like all of his like mystique and like the shit we like about him is gone to me. And
I always think of him because of the song "1 Week" by the Bare Naked Ladies.
yeah,
It was
he gets
watching
mentioned.
X Files with no lights on, with Alame's son. I hope the smoking man's in this one.
Yeah, dude.
Even he in the song, it's like we all back then were like, I hope the smoking man's in this one.
Because every time he shows up, it's like, oh shit, he knows something. It's always like, I don't know. It's all. I'm never sure, or I wasn't until later seasons, and we all get to see him all the time. I was never sure, like, is he on their team or like, what does he want? Like, what
Yeah,
he's just
right.
like, he's like a force of nature. That's what I liked about him, but.
No,
Whatever.
dude.
He's just an FBI agent. Whatever. He's just some guy.
I went through a phase, like, when I was a kid, obviously loved the Bare Naked Ladies because they were all on the radio in the late 90s, early 2000s. And then got back into them like 5 years ago because of the song Pinch Me.
Yeah.
Fucking love that song.
that.
And then I was at work one day at Ruth Chris and I was talking to my buddy Lance, and this motherfucker, I literally was like, bro, I've been listening to the Bare Naked Ladies. I fucking forgot how good they were. And he's like, for real? And I was like, dude, when's the last time you listened to the Bare Naked Ladies? And he went, I don't know, it's probably been 1 week since you looked at me. And I was like, you son of a
Got
bitch,
him.
dude. He really did get me. It was so good. I found out some shit about the Bare Naked Ladies that, back in the day when they band got together, and the reason they made that their name was as a joke because they would play shows at bars like in their downtown area or whatever, and no one would be there. And so they wrote Bare Naked Ladies live inside on the sign outside to try to see if they would just attract dumbass dudes who would really think that like women were dancing on stage or whatever.
That's funny.
And then apparently they were releasing shit on like floppy disk back in the day. And even in the early 2000s, they released a whole album on USB that came with like videos and pictures and stuff.
Ooh, that's very ahead of its time.
Yeah, dude. They was like, holy shit, they're like
Extremely.
technically advanced for their shit in the 90s and 2000s.
I couldn't believe it when the first time I experienced something like that was when I bought the Gorillaz self-titled album, the first one, and the disc would like the one side of the disc was it this one where the one side of the disc was a CD and then the other side like you could put it in a computer, or could you just put the disc as it was? Because I remember you could definitely put the disc from that album into a computer. I don't know if it came with another disc or what, but there was a bunch of shit that you could access via computer, like pictures. The video for Clint Eastwood was in there.
That's
the video
awesome.
for 2000 was in there. Yeah, just a bunch of like extra shit. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, because I didn't realize this was a thing that they had just started doing, or like this was recent. I was like, can I put my old Bone Thugs and Harmony CD in the computer? And there's like, no, but nah, it was a learning experience.
No, dude. I had Bow Wow's Wanted. That CD, that's the song that's the album that had Like You with Sierra.
Okay.
And it had one of my favorite songs of all time, Let Me Hold You, featuring Omarion.
I don't know if the podcast has been graced with Carson's love for Bow Wow.
I saw Like Mike in theaters when I was, look, part of the reason people don't know this about me. Part of the reason I have a Betty Boop watch is because when I was a little kid in kindergarten, Bow Wow came out with his first music video, and I believe he had a Mickey Mouse chain and a Mickey Mouse watch, and even references it in the song, and 5-year-old me was obsessed. So as an adult, I lived my childhood dream, and I got getting me cartoon watches because of Bow Wow.
Yep.
And then, dude, Let Me Hold You. In 2006, 2007, bought that CD, fell in love with that song. It came with the DVD included that had, like, interviews with him where, like, it showed him watch fan tape, where fans got to send him tapes of them, like, explaining something.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
There was one where he's sitting there, like, just watching this fan talk, and it was this chick who had to be, like, 20 or whatever, and she's like, oh, my God, Bow Wow. She's like, you might not remember this, but I saw you on tour 2 years ago, and you couldn't do the show because you were sick. You had a stomach bug, and you had a can of Sprite that you were drinking and you left it by a chair.
Oh my God.
And I asked the security guard, and she had his can of Sprite labeled with the date that said Bow Wow. I was like, this was your can of Sprite from when that show that you canceled that you were sick.
Can you imagine being so famous to people that this is the type of shit that, like,
yeah, dude, it's wild.
I appreciate love from fans and supporters and people that, like, you know, support what we do and all that. But holy shit, if I, like, sneeze on a napkin and throw it in the trash, please leave it in the trash.
Yeah, I don't see. Younger me, maybe 15 years ago, would have probably, like been all like shell shocked at certain famous people. But I'm at a point now that, like, I really believe like human beings are just human beings. Some people are very talented and worked very hard and were at the right place and right time, so they're held up at a different stature than other people as far as how we look at careers and what we like and everything. But it's like I don't get as like nervous anymore to meet someone who is like famous as I did in like high school. I was always kind of like, whoa, I
guess it comes down to the level of respect that you have for that person. Personally.
Yeah.
The example I always give is Mick Foley, because I'm the same type of person. It's like I don't get starstruck for real. It's like I see like each person as a person. Like if I see a celebrity in the street and like it's a person I'm a fan of, the first thing I'm really gonna check for is like if I went to say hey to them, like would I be bothering them? Like does it look like
is he eating like, with his family? Or,
and most of the time I'll be like I don't want to, but like from a distance I'll usually be like, oh, I saw Open Mike Eagle at WrestleMania one time and all I did was like hey, like kind of like a I know who you are.
Oh, the rapper?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I saw him at WrestleMania. He was like walking up the stairs and he like passed by where my section was.
Czarface.
I made it. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Dude. I didn't know you knew about Czarface.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, he passed by my section and I like made a double take because I was like, that looks like Open Mike Eagle. That's fucking Open Mike Eagle, and like he was up like a few feet before, and he saw me doing a double take. So like his reaction was more like yes, it is I. Like
that's so cool,
and that was it. I was like, I'm not gonna get up and go bother him. He's watching WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So am I. So, yeah.
I'm trying to think like the only ones that would like. Well, I never got to meet Norm. He died. Norm would have been huge. I like for real. Like the people that is like, if we're gonna go like a childhood hero, it'd be Trey Anastasio from Fish. If I ever got to meet him, it's one of those things where I could keep my composure and be like, hey, man, dude, thanks for all the, music and shit, good times, nice meeting you. But I would walk away and, like, click my heels like a cowboy and be like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, calling everybody, like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
let's go!
Yeah, exactly. Like, and then pray that, like, turn around real quick, make sure you didn't see that. I would do one of those. And then, like, the other ones that are, like, important to me are, like, people that got me through hard times.
Yeah.
So, like, when I was taking care of my grandpa, and that was a very stressful, like, dark time, like, Norm Macdonald was there for me. Mark Maron and Louis C.K., I would constantly kept their voices in my ears, making me laugh. And so, like, Norm Macdonald especially, that was the one that I was like, when he died, like, I cried. I was like, man, that dude did so much for me, and I just never got to tell him that. I would love to meet him one time. But, bro, all I would have said is, like, you got me through some rough shit. Thank you. You're hilarious.
It is it is I think a good idea to give people their flowers while they're alive.
Yeah.
They say give people their flowers while they're alive to smell them. Like I saw, do you know who Burna Boy is?
Mm-mm.
That's this weird thing about how America's in this weird bubble and you don't even realize it until like you'll hear something like, oh, do you know Burna Boy? Do you know Bad Bunny? And we're like, no, not really. It's like, yeah, they're the #1 artist worldwide. Everyone knows about it. It's like, oh, you fuck with football? It's like, no, I'm not really a soccer fan. Like, no, we don't really do soccer over here. It's the greatest sport in all of the world. Everyone stops and pays attention when the World Cup happens, except for us. Because we're doing our little Super Bowl,
right.
Like, and it's so weird. But so I said all that to say, Burna Boy is just like he's like a dance hall kind of like reggaeton. I'm probably gonna get crucified by people that actually know the like actual name of the genre, but it's that style of music. And he's like supremely popular. And these dudes, I'll see them on TikTok and like Twitter sometimes, or I'll say Threads because I can get into why I don't get on Twitter anymore. But like it's this group of young black dudes, and they're always like doing something that I get out of the ordinary, like something you wouldn't expect a group of like YNs or whatever to be doing. And one thing they were doing was like they went to a flower shop to like pick out a bunch of like flower bouquets because Burna Boy was coming to town and they wanted to give Burna Boy his flowers. And he showed up and they're like, yeah. And he's like, I received my flowers. And I don't know, it's a really like touching video and shit. So I think about that whenever.
I do think it's cool to like give people their flowers that didn't get all the fame and money, but they're like highly respected at their craft.
Yeah.
But like you would be shocked to go on their Instagram and see that they have like 25K followers. We're like, this dude, the world should know about this guy. So it's like, I especially think like Mono Neon. He deserves his flowers. You ever heard of Mono Neon?
No.
I'll show you him after this. That's someone that you should follow on Instagram. You'll be entertained every day. Or like that dude that I love that plays the cello, the Goblin guy.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah,
dude. He does a Radacious or whatever. That dude deserves his flowers. Because apparently, like, he'll get arrested and shit and in trouble with the cops. He'll go to like places like trespassing and get up in like a crane like 100 feet in the air. The camera will be zoomed in so far, and he's like up there, and you can hear in the distance like 200 feet in the air just like a kazoo going. He's like,
that's that Clinton Grimes shit you were talking about. Like that man is an artist.
Yes.
That man has some shit to say or to scratch on a board or something. Like I don't know. Like those are the people. Those are the people I want to hear from. I don't want to hear about how you kind of feel. Yeah. I got a feeling tonight's going to be a good night. That fucking song by the Black Eyed Peas is still like, I think it's my least favorite song ever written because of that lyric right there. It's so like normal. It's so like, we're going to have a good time tonight.
Yeah.
No, we're going to have an amazing time, a great time. We're going to have the time of our lives.
And
we're going to
like,
fucking
I gotta feel
scratch death tonight. It's like, no, I think it's going to be a good night.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
What would Bill Hicks have to say about that song?
I don't know. He'd probably be yelling a lot though.
Yeah. I would pay to watch it. is what it would be.
Oh god. Unfortunately someone's gonna fucking AI Sora whatever. that bullshit.
Oh my god, dude. I have a couple of friends that have been sending me AI videos, dude.
Really bother me. People keep sending me AI videos, and I've politely every time asked them not to. I was like, look, no offense. If you're into that, that's fine. Live your life. Please don't send me stuff like that. Because I'm like very against it. And they get weird. Like I can tell people are kind of like, oh yeah, what I forgot how you are. And it's like,
okay.
Sorry.
No, man. I'm telling like that's a narrative I've been trying to push on this podcast for a while. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Like,
dude.
let people say that you're weird. Let people say that, like, what? Yeah, I'm weird. Yeah, I made a decision and stood on it. Yeah, like that. I won't be influenced by you or like whatever guilt trip this is or whatever. No, and just that's it. And let people be uncomfortable because I feel like people try to awkward their way and smooth things into things just being how whatever. It's like, no, man. Like the rock is in the river right here.
It's like when people would go and watch people get guillotined in the public square, like prisoners or stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's what AI is to me, where it's like you're doing it because you think it's like, oh, look how cool this video is of someone like, you know, a dog stopped a tiger or whatever. Like there's these trending videos of a bear trying to get a kid. It's always the same kid, but it's a different house and different angles. And then a dog or a cat jumps in and stops the bear. And it's like, first off, what's the point of making that? Second off, it's curiosity killed the cat. You know what I mean? So to me, it's like, it's using up water. It's bad for art and entertainment. They're going to use AI to replace human beings. Like, that's the whole reason behind it. And the first thing that they had to do was get you to like it. Mm-hmm. Like, they want you to like what's going to replace you, so then it's easier to replace you. So then it's like you're literally going to the guillotines to watch because, like, I don't know, it's entertaining, but you don't realize your head's next.
Oh, my God. There's so many examples where your head is next.
Yeah, dude.
Like, it's the... Yeah, I can't believe, like it's a popular tweet that's been going around, and Cheska Lee wrote a song about it. But it's like, I can't believe my face was eaten by the face-eating leopard of the face-eating leopard party that I voted for. It's like, oh, well, you can't believe you were tricked by the tricky trickster party. Like, you can't believe, because it's always like, oh, I didn't think they were gonna tricky trick me. I thought I would get them, and I thought I didn't think I was gonna get authoritarian. I didn't think I was gonna be bothered. I didn't think I was gonna lose my job. And the leopard's just like the whole time. He's like, why did this happen? I'm sorry, that's my impression of y'all. It's been fun to watch. It's been cool.
Well, this has been Midtown Malfunction. My name's Carson Taylor.
I'm Ryan Adams. Ryan D. Adams. Never forget. It's the D.
It's the D.
Grr. The next time you hear from us, Carson will probably be, I say probably like he's not going to come back or some shit. But Carson will be back from Kansas City. We'll hear about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about Kansas City. Should be cool. I'm going to try some legit Kansas City barbecue.
Mm-hmm. We're going to hear about that.
That's all the money I'm willing to spend. If anybody's expecting me to bring them back anything, I will get something for my kids. And if you're not one of them, you're not getting anything.
Look, I'll appreciate the stories.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm gonna get 2 little Chief shirts. And some Kansas City barbecue. And I'm going to say, it was nice. I walked around for free for 3 days.
here's a keychain, Mom.
Yeah, exactly.
It's almost your name.
Here's a sticker from the festival.
Yeah. It's almost still sticky on the back if you hurry.
Yeah, right.
Put it on something right now.
But shout out Fountain City Comedy Festival, Stephen Taylor and the gang. Thank you for accepting my application, and I cannot wait to see y'all literally tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
Although this comes out Friday. We're recording this Tuesday night.
You will have seen him.
Yes, this was recorded Tuesday the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And sorry about the shades, Christian. Shouts out to Christian Williams, who did not take my shades.
I don't know how close Michigan is to Missouri because I can't picture the map in my mind right now. But if you're near me, Christian, come to Kansas City. I'll be closer to you.
Yeah, y'all got to meet in the middle, which is Kansas City.
Right. I'm not gonna lie. I felt so dumb. I looked at. So in my mind, Kansas and Missouri were flip-flopped. For some reason in my mind, I saw them that way. And then I looked at a map when I was like booking shows. I looked at a map of the United States and I was like, wow, I need to study my fundamentals more.
Dude, it's harder than it like people call people stupid for not knowing the states because it was kind of like drilled into us as a kid. But like I challenge any like grown man, grown woman, grown whatever to look at that picture of all 50 states, like with the Hawaii and the all that, like completely blank, and you write in what state that is.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like it gets so hard, dude.
I realize it really is just the more you distance yourself from schooling, the more that stuff gets hazy. And it's not like that you're dumb. It's just that it used to be an everyday thing, and now it's you don't even think about it. So it's one of those things where like I really want to like re-study up on my fundamentals like that, or like even like read. I have the Constitution like in a little book, and I'm like, maybe I should read that again and know what that says, since that was printed in 1990 before AI digitally changes it.
So it is mattering less and less. We're supposed to have ended the podcast. this it is mattering less and less what the fuck that piece of paper says.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I feel like people are. I've disagreed with it, but I feel like people are starting to disagree with the parts I agree with. I'm like, wait. Hold on, like I've always said we should change it, but not that part.
Yeah,
like,
right.
That part is the thing that holds us all together.
All the things that say "for the people," keep that.
Please,
keep that part.
You have the right. All of that. Yeah. Like keep that.
Like the White House is the people's house.
Please.
I didn't want a ballroom.
I didn't want a ballroom. Like, this has been Twitter's, not Twitter's. This has been
Midtown Malfunction.
I'm
Peace
pissed.
out. Fuck Morris Day.